Guys, it's the bottom of the fourth. We got to send in our backup quarterback who's going to take us home. And that's Michael Babcock at TMZ.
I think is it 25 or 6-4?
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
Jeremy, did you say the bottom of the fourth? We need to bring our quarterback in?
Oh, God.
I think you've mixed sports, Coach.
Jeremy!
We just invented a new game. It's baseball
Jeremy,
and football.
I meant to say it's the fourth quarter. But I said the bottom of the fourth.
You ought to see him back.
Bottom of the fourth.
See, if anybody's going to know, it's the executive producer of TMZ Sports.
Exactly.
Michael Babcock.
Exactly.
He's going to catch that, Cal.
We've had a little too much caffeine and sugar this morning. We're so sorry.
I know. I wish you'd give me some.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Got to get going here.
It's good. It's good, Michael.
Some days it's harder to get going than others, yeah.
Okay.
That's so true.
All right. How's everything?
Yeah, how's it going? What's making headlines?
Well, I guess let's start with Travis Scott. This has been one of, if not the biggest stories of the week. If people haven't seen tragedy, but Friday in Houston, Travis Scott, every year he has this big music festival called Astroworld, and literally 50,000 people there. And there was a crowd, and they were so charged up, so excited to see Travis perform that as the show started, the people started to just move towards the front, and there was a crush of people. People started to fall over and were stampeded, and 8 people ended up dying, and young people, we're talking relatively young people here, the youngest being a 14-year-old, all the way up to somebody in their mid-20s. But these are young people who went to a concert to have fun and never returned home. There were 300 people who were injured. And now everyone's trying to figure out what went wrong here. And we are learning more information as the days go along. For instance, yesterday we put up a story about Travis Scott and what he did after the show. So everyone's trying to figure out what Travis knew and when. Did he know while the show was going on that people were in distress? Why didn't he stop the show if that was the case? Then after the show, we have now learned that Travis Scott went to an after party thrown by Drake. So Drake performed with Travis on stage. They have some songs together, and Drake threw this after party at Dave & Buster's that Travis Scott attended. So now you have a lot of people who are very upset, saying, wait, Travis knew that the concert ended early, that something went wrong at his show, and yet he still went to Dave & Buster's and partied as his fans. These people are there for him. Were either hurt or killed. He says, and this is important, that he had no idea the severity of the incident when he went to this party. But the bottom line is he went to an after party, and a lot of people doesn't sit right with them that he was partying after such a serious and tragic incident.
So the footage I saw, he was up high on a speaker, right?
Yeah. Right. He was at one point. There's also a stage. Right. And there was a lot of people. Like we said, thousands and thousands of people. There was lights. So perhaps hard to see, though this wasn't just one person in the crowd that was having issues. There were pockets of people around the crowd that were really having issues. There are videos online, Kelly, of people begging security staff or begging workers who were either operating the lights or the sound, begging them for help. Literally saying people are dying down here. Stop the music. And for some reason, the show kept going on.
Michael, also, I'm curious. I want to bring up to some footage that I saw, which kind of makes me think, okay, if it was happening during the show, I didn't realize it was happening during the show, but he crowd surfed at one point. He jumps off and is crowd surfing.
Right, and you know what? That's something, Jeremy, and that's another story we did today too. That at Travis's shows over the years, they're crazy. There's a lot of energy, and there's crowd surfing. I've seen people jumping from second floor balconies into the crowd, and that kind of behavior was celebrated at these concerts. In fact, even for Astroworld, they used video of fans rushing the stage, and they used video to promote the show of fans kind of losing it a little bit and really letting go. And that's the atmosphere that was fostered there. And people have also wondered whether or not that played into this, because you have celebrated this behavior, you've rewarded this behavior in the past, and this time you had 8 people who actually lost their lives.
Horrible.
And clearly things went too far. I think this probably changes the way we watch music going forward at large shows. we did a story a couple days ago about the Houston police chief, and he was concerned before the show and actually went and spoke to Travis in his trailer and said, hey, please be careful because, the crowd out there, there's a lot of people and they seem really energized and I'm worried that something could happen. And then, minutes, at most hours later, you have 8 people who lost their lives, 300 people injured, and a giant disaster.
Well, hopefully they find out what he knew, when he knew, and some more information comes out that is so tragic.
Michael and Kelly, just so you know, this is how old I am. I refuse to go to a concert unless I have an assigned seat.
I know.
Okay?
I don't blame you.
I want a chair.
I don't blame you.
I ain't going to be in a crowd standing up with even that risk to happen because I'm like, I want to sit in my seat.
Doesn't it sound so much better to like watch a movie at home or I'll listen on Spotify or Apple Music. That's. I'm with you, Jeremy.
I don't like crowds. I've often thought about when they used to do New York or in New York on New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't be in that.
You can't get in, you can't get out. I mean, once you're in, you're in. It's
No, thank you.
No thanks.
No thanks for me too.
Yes. So Michael, what else you got for us today?
Kumail Nanjiani, the movie star. So he is in this new Marvel film, and they had show at the famous TLC Chinese Theater Friday in LA, and there was a group of Marvel fans who went out to watch the movie, and been a controversial movie. The critics haven't loved the movie, the fans have liked the movie, so a bunch of fans had a chance to actually go out and watch the movie, and they had no idea, but out on the stage walks Kumail, and they lost it. They were so excited. He spoke to the crowd, thanked them for coming, and it was just a really cool moment for, again, a bunch of people who are really big Marvel fans to go thinking you're going to watch the movie, and then all of a sudden you have one of the stars standing there in front of you speaking to you. So a really cool surprise and a lot of happy Marvel movie fans on Friday.
That's a nice surprise.
I love that.
Yeah, that's pretty
I think that's
cool.
a good one.
I like that. I thought that
Stars
was
need to
pretty
do that more
and the
often
fans were really
because
happy.
it connects you with your fans and shows you're relatable. And you hold that longevity with your fans if you do stuff like that.
Absolutely. I think, career-wise, it's a smart move. And, from everything I've ever seen, he has a really great relationship with his fans. And Friday was certainly an example of that.
That is fantastic.
You know what, Michael, too, when you say that, I always go back to Grauman's Chinese Theater because I go back to the old days when it used to be called something else.
Yeah.
Because I went there when I was in LA last time, so I
too.
went to see it in person, and I have to keep reminding myself, it's not that name.
Right, they changed. I say that sometimes too. I even wrote it down, Jeremy, in front of me, so I didn't mess it up.
Well, Michael, we wish we could share our caffeine and sugar with you because we feel pretty good right now.
I know. I just have this little coffee here, but I need more.
The mix is a little sugar. That's what does the trick with the caffeine. Yes.
It's true. Michael, we love you so much. We look forward to Wednesdays and all the entertainment news you have for us.
I love you guys too. Thank you for having me. I literally look forward to this day, guys. So thank you for having me as always.
Tell Jenny hello.
Yeah, tell Jenny and your cats we said hi.
Yes, okay.
I will. Yeah, the cats say hi. They miss
Okay,
you.
good.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, wait, there used to be a picture behind you with the sunflower.
Wait till next week.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see you next
Put a
week.
whole bunch back.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thanks, Michael.
All right, you can catch TMZ weekdays at 5 p.m., also TMZ Live weekdays at 2 p.m., and we will be back right after this.
I've been watching TMZ Live at 2.
I see it too, yeah.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's like,
and if I see Michael Babcock walking in the background, I'm like, I know you.